Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting with me, Randy Prizzle. How you guys all doing out there? Everything good, shway, crispy, irie. But let's get on to it. The linking and the tinging. So what that's basically about is me going on the dating profiles and trying to find a girl to call my own. Hopefully, she likes me for all my glory and that. She can bask in my glory like I'm Keith Lee and that. Bask in his glory, ding, 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 ding. Oh, bask in his glory, for he is limitless. All of that. But anyways, let's get on to what these gal them are saying and see if I can get one to call my own. We come to Rachel. She's saying this year I really want to actually go to the bars and restaurants I'd added to my list. Well, that's good. It's good to go out there and experience all of that. Go and get drinking and do all that things like the Shabuzi song. Everybody in the bar getting tipsy. That's the best thing to do. Get tipsy, drink it up. Jaquan sings, all of that. Do you know what I mean? But restaurant, I hear it. It's good to go out and eat instead of sometimes always just order in doing the Uber Eats thing. Do you know what I mean? Or the Deliveroo or the other one. Do you know what I mean? All of that. Do you know what I mean? The best case scenario is to go out there and find some good ass food and eat and enjoy. You know what I mean? That's the best thing. Experience more of the urban outside settings. Do you know what I'm saying? You're feeling the vibes are true and all of that. But when you're out here in this jungle, it's wild round here. You don't want to spend the night round. Anyways, yeah, let's move on. She's 31. She's 5'6". She's an account director. She teaches you how to move the money or wisely and that. You know what I mean? Coming like she's water white and that. But anyways, let's move on. She's saying, if loving this is wrong, I don't want to be right. Overripe bananas, mushier the better, seriously. No, 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 no. I don't understand getting overripe bananas. Listen, when it's too mushy, that's when you save it. You save it, you put it in the fridge, you make some rice bread with it. It's what you usually do with that. Because obviously that goes well with rice bread and that. Making it, mushing it, putting it together, forms well, goes well, does all of that. The baking thing works wonders with that. But in terms of just eating it when it's all mushy and that, nah, blood, nah, allow it. Do you know what I mean? Leave it out. Trust me on that one, daddy. But anyways, I don't understand the fact where she can eat it like that. You know what I mean? When it's all black and all that. It's not like man his hair, but do you know what I mean? It's all black, looking all grey, and you know what I mean? Like the clouds outside and all of that. Do you know what I mean? All the leaves are brown, the leaves are brown, and the sky is grey, and the sky is grey. But anyways, let's move on to what more she's saying. She says, we're the same type of weird if you also have a fear of drying plates with a tea towel. Yeah, I don't really do that as much. I like to kind of leave them on the, dishwasher tingy or whatever they call that thing. Drying, outside drying, whatever. The stand was really like to call it. Just put it there, on the flipping stand. Just let it just air dry. Do you know what I mean? That's the best thing. Do you know, after you wash it up, leave it there on the stand to just dry and do what it's got to do. Do you know what I mean? Instead of obviously trying to wipe it down some tea towel, bro. Do you know what I mean? Just leaves all sort of like little, like microscopic, like what's his name? I'm on one today. Trust me, I'm on one. Do you know what I mean? Can't get my words out to put it on. Probably man's feeling the headachy vibes are coming on. But anyway, still, you get those pieces of the cloth that's still laying within the foundations of the plate and that. It's not looking good when you're trying to eat. You're just getting some cloth in your mouth and that. You know what I mean? All the fibres of cloth that have been left behind on that plate. It's not great at all. But anyways, let's move on. Unfortunately for Rachel, she doesn't really want to make me see her and friends and that. You know what I mean? Rachel and Phoebe stuff and that. Ding, 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 ding. So it's going to be a no from me. We come to Kristen. Kristen says, best travel story, making it to Timbuktu and back again. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I didn't really know Timbuktu was actually a place. I used to, when people say, I thought that was like somewhere in space or something. When you go to Timbuktu, it's somewhere in space. Do you know what I mean? I thought, oh, cool. But I obviously recently found out, this is probably like a year or two ago, I found out that Timbuktu is actually a place. Do you know what I mean? Don't ask me where it is. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I'm not even going to try and attempt to know. But I ain't that great at geography and that. I mean, I know certain places, the obvious places, but I don't know the places that are hidden. You know what I mean? Hidden. You know what I mean? Don't know them. So let's just move on. Make myself look even more stupid than that. Just leave it there. She's 33, she's 5'7", she's a business integrity. She says, typical Sunday, pancakes, crosswords, nap, sherry, roast Sunday is the best day. I let my inner 85-year-old run in the show. Okay, I guess she just wants to do all of that. You know what I mean, puts on songs of praise and that, and just listen to do, all of that. You know what I mean? The church music and that is going on in the background. You know what I mean? Just like singing the songs, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, all of that. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, what more she's saying? 2 truths and a lie. My uncle was eaten by a shark. I represented the nation at a football tournament in Germany this summer. I performed at the Royal Albert Hall twice. I think, if I had to guess, probably be the football thing in it. I think the madder the better in general terms. People done some mad things. So I generally think the madder things you do, obviously, will probably be the things that are probably the most obvious in some weird ways in my kind of point of view. But let's move on. Fortunately for Kirsten, she doesn't really have that je ne sais quoi for me. It's going to be a no for me. We're going to move forward to Carlene. Carlene is saying, to me, relaxation is being on holiday, somewhere hot, phone on do not disturb, and soaking up the sun. Everybody loves the sunshine. Wee. Everybody loves the sunshine. It's good to enjoy the sun. I like the feelings of the sun out there. It's nice. She's 37, she's 5'7", that's all it says there. What more she's saying? We'll get along if you like to go to concerts, museums, and open to be adventurous. I often like to book trips on a whim, because life is for living. It's in our area, you gotta do the UK living thing, you know what I mean? You go out and about, see the concerts and that. And for me, museums, as I said, natural history, that I'm fine with that. But anything else, apart from just seeing some stupid light switch or something, that doesn't really make sense to me, then no, don't bother. Don't bother. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, if it's graffiti, something like that, man, I'll just be down to go and see that. Obviously, something that's just boring, some naked woman on the picture and that. Bruv, man, seen bare PG tips around. I don't need to see a lot more of that. Seen bare PG tips and obviously the content that's going around and around town and all of that. Do you know what I mean? On the adult channels and that. Do you know what I mean? So, man, don't even care about seeing some pictures of some PG tips and that. Leave it out. But anyways, what more she's saying? The way to win me over is I love to laugh, so tell me your best joke. I mean, listen, I'm not a clown, so I don't know what more to tell you. I think it just generally comes naturally, doesn't it? So the more natural, the better. When it's more natural, you just feel the vibes and you feel the energy coming through. You can feel the love. No one else says it's true. I can feel the love and you feel it too. I can feel it all of that. But anyways, unfortunately for Colleen, she doesn't really do it for me. It's going to be a no for me. We'll come to Delphine. Delphine's got tats and all. Do you know what I mean? Tatted up and that. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like she's one of the man them and that. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, what she's saying? We'll get along if you've got good music taste. Love food. Even better if you're a veggie. Can do deep convos and work on yourself both physically and mentally. So it seems alright. It's standard. I mean, music taste, yeah. Man obviously likes the R&B, hip-hop, garage, grime. You know what I mean? Old school pop, soul, funk, you know what I mean? Drum and bass, all of that, do you know what I mean? Dance, 90s dance, do you know what I mean? Trip hop, all of them ting them there, that's what man's involved in. So yeah, she's 34, 5'2", and she's a senior sous chef. Okay, so she does the cooking thing. I wants to see how she can throw down the kitchen still, you know what I mean? They always say, you know what I mean, women who can cook, so the key to the heart is through the stomach and that, so we want to see if all of that matches up together. But anyways, what more she's saying? My love language is sharing music, sharing food, and quality time. So we can really have some great times together in terms of what she's saying. So far, so good with the ticks and that. She's ticking most of the box. So let's see what more she's saying. Unusual skills, having no soul but still being cute. Okay, that's a bit mad there. That's taking this completely left now. Having no soul. Gingers have no soul. And she looks like she's ginger in that picture, man. Wait. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? If you remember that back in the days, gingers have no soul. Ooh, do you know all of that? But yeah, I think she's probably trying to banter her in terms of, obviously, she's put the ginger hair emoji in that. But I get it. She's trying to be funny. Well done. Don't really think she achieved it, but well done still. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm trying to summarize Delphine up. She seems like she's a nice girl. I just wonder though, the many tats, if there's a story to them. You know what I mean? Has she been very frivolous in the previous stuff? And could she be a lot more frivolous? Could we get along in terms of where, you know, Delphine isn't someone that, let's say, is very wild. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's just wild. Like the Jessie J song. It's just a dream, I open my eyes, in my sleep, know I'm alive. All of that. Do you know what I mean? Send her a message, see what she's saying, you know what I mean? Just put there, we can do some planting together. So she likes, you know, flowers and that, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'll give you flowers in the pouring rain, without you in there, I'll give you flowers all day. Yes, put that there, we can plant together, boom. Send that off. Yes. Alright, next one. Simi. Simi's cute. She's cute, very attractive woman. See what more she's saying though. As I said, can't just focus all on her. Focus on obviously what's going on in there and all of that. You know what I mean? On personality and things like that too. Talking about the, you know, boobies and trying to grab the boobies. Nah, talking about obviously personality and that. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, and obviously what's in the heart and soul and that, you know. But anyways, this is my simple pleasures, slow mornings, a good book, and hosting friends. So now I hear it. You obviously want mornings to go slower. You don't want to be in a rush. I'm not in a rush. She's looking so lush. Slow down. I hear it. Good book. Sometimes nice to read a book. But obviously, as I said, man's Guinness Book of Records. Do you know what I mean? Anyone that's a footballing autobiography that man likes. So, you know what I mean? For hosting friends, listen, you know, doing that, barbecue settings, or even like having them around games night and that. That's good as well. But she's 28, she's 5'5", she's a senior business partnership manager. It's good, she's working in senior businessship, so business and all of that. It's good, it's nice. Weirdly attracted to people that have really niche hobbies or interests. That's good that she's obviously interested in hobbies and people who have interests in that. Do you know what I mean? Persons of interest settings, like obviously if you remember that, and the Channel 5 programs and that. But anyways, let's see what more she's saying. Best travel story, travelled around Southern Africa for 6 weeks. Now obviously listen, travelling around South Africa for 6 weeks, good luck, you know what I mean? You're out and about, travelling the world, seeing places. It's nice to go out and about, so I hear that. Very much good to explore the world and see what the world is saying, you know what I mean? So big up to her on that one. Unfortunately, she doesn't really do that for me, jealous choir and all that, so it's going to be a no for me. Next person we come to, Rue. Now Rue is saying, my most controversial opinion is that I like the big light. Now, I don't know what that means. I think probably in terms of where she's probably out there, she likes the spotlight to be on her, shining bright and that like a diamond. Rihanna sayings, I hear it, but obviously I don't know if the light can shine on us both. Do you know what I'm saying? She's 30, she's 5'5", and that's all it says there. What more it says, the hallmark of a good relationship is light bullying. Well, probably that she means teasing, like the song. What's that guy's name? The two guys who sing, I've forgotten their names again. It's not Shanks and Bigfoot, that's the sweet like chocolate people. Shakademus and Plies, do you know what I mean? She don't let nobody but me. Nobody but me. Do you know what I mean? I don't worry cause we're so tight to each other most every night. And that's the wrong Shakademus and Plies song I sang. The tease me, baby, till I lose control. All of that. But anyways, what more she's saying? My most irrational fare, puppets. Those offers are creepy. Now listen, I think it probably depends. If it's obviously ones big eyes and just, you know, just mad looking and that, probably could be a bit intimidating and that. Well, you just kick the clown out of the way. You know, puppets throwing them out the window. You gotta be scared of a puppet for. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, if they just see you parent in the dark, could be a mad one. But just knock them senseless. You know, knock them to the side. Just worry about puppets. You know, excuse me. But anyways, unfortunately for Rue, she doesn't do it for me. So it's gonna be a no for me for Rue. No. Okay. We come to Jasmine. Jasmine says, most spontaneous thing I've done, quit my full-time job and moved to London. It's called Take Me Back to London Town, get play up to the time. But it's good that she's obviously decided to do something spontaneous and leave obviously where she was previously and come to London. It showed some big balls, you know, she's got balls of steel in that, like the programme, you know, Channel 4 settings back in the days, and Black Guy and all them man them there, do you know what I mean? So she's 34, she's 5'1", she's a lawyer. What more she's saying? Give me travel tips for UK, just moved here. I don't know really what to tell you. In terms of where, yeah, just got to be careful. It's as simple as that. Especially around London town, you know, you're going to the wrong end, you can get yourself mugged and that, so you have to be very careful. I mean, take for a ride, you know what I mean? Not like Justin Timberlake's song, you know what I mean? Let's take a ride on the countryside. Let's just get away. It's not that, you know what I mean? It's madness, that's what I'm saying there. But anyways, what more she's saying, well, get along if you love going to concerts. Now listen, it depends with me. I'm not really much of a concert person. I have to like the person I'm going to see in concert. You know what I mean? Probably like, obviously, Kano, one of these peoples that really capture my interest. You know what I mean? Very good, energetic performances on the stage. I really have the presence. You know what I mean? So it's one of them ones still. But unfortunately for Jasmine, she doesn't really make me want to do the Aladdin thing with her and start a whole new world of her. So it's going to be a no from me. We come to Bev. Bev, she's saying, my simple pleasures, be in a country where a good Aperol, spritz or a drink for that matter is under £5, or simply being in another country. So I hear it. Going out about being in another country is good. You know what I mean? You get to experience the world, travel around, see different destinations and that. And obviously drinks and all of that are cheaper than they usually are in the UK. Do you know what I mean? Going out and about and they're cheap. Mad. You know what I mean? The pound is obviously giving you a lot. When you're going over there and you're using the pound on that different currency, endless possibilities in that. So I hear it. She's 30, she's 5'5", she's an assistant manager. What more she's saying? She says, we can get along if you're secretly nerdy and can match me in Lord of the Ring quotes. Now, I can't really know all the quotes of Lord of the Ring. As I said, I have a headache, I can't focus on too much of that. But I do like watching Lord of the Rings. I recently watched the new one, the animation one, which was the War of Rohirrim. You know what I mean? That one was really good. So people are obviously into Lord of the Rings or animated or whatever, war, sort of all of that. Do you know what I mean? Mysterious vibes and all them things. Not talking about Peter Andre song, Mysterious Girl. Talking about generally the whole mysterious side of the animation. You can go and check that out. But yeah, unfortunately for Bev, don't really want to get a Bev with her, so it's going to be a no for me. Come to the last person, Latoya. Latoya, what she's saying, my love language is cooking, caress, and hugs. Listen, it's nice to go out and cook. You know, I mean, enjoy cooking. It's nice to do that. Caressing people, yeah, all of that. Hugs, great. You know, if you're sharing the love and that. So she's 29, she's 5'10", and she's a model. Very tall. You know what I mean? Tall model. You know what I mean? Head generally just to stress pleasurable activities for her and all of that. But let's get on to it. She's says typical Sunday, she goes to church and she's chilling and then she's having brunch. It's good to do all of that, you know what I mean, chill, brunch vibes, you know, after that. So yeah, green flags I look out for. If you don't smoke, smoke the reefer and all of that. I said if you're tall, I'm not, I'm a short cake, short biscuit settings, is what it is. It says have a good relationship with your family. I hear that, you know what I mean, so I generally probably won't pass the check mark for us, so I don't think there's really any need for me to go on or more here. So we're just going to go no for Latoya and decide to say, you know what I mean, just kick her out like she's out of Destiny's Child and that. So yeah, it's going to be a no for me. And that's it, guys. We've come to the end of this episode of Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting. So if you've seen this episode or the previous episode, you know what to do below. All of that. Big up yourselves, for checking out this episode, and appreciate the love. Feel the love, all of that. But yes, we usually do here when we finish. Link out. Link out.